What more do you want from me?
Ay, ask if we fucking, I'm like, baby, get it sloppy. I ain't cuffing on no bitch and she ain't always trying to top me. Got this Henny in my cup, I drink it down and fill it up. Tell my bitch I'm trying to fuck, I'm pulling up like, hey, what's up? Got Bacardi in the cup, we got some wheels, we rolling up. Trying to beat that pussy up.
What's up, you guys? Your boy Big Al.
And I'm Zoe.
It's Purps and Gold, y'all. And we got Travis Ross with us today, man. The man himself, off of MTV's very own, fucking weird ass name.
How far is tattoo?
How far is tattoo far?
What the bro? Are you serious? Oh.
What it is pretty much is these people are fucked up people and they like to shit on each other even though they're friends and give each other shitty fucking tattoos.
Pretty much.
And you're the one responsible for ruining their fucking lives, right?
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Pretty fucking
I always
cool.
tell them it's not my fault.
That's fucking dope. Check out the show, man. It's all over YouTube. It's on MTV. This guy's a killer, man. His tattoo work is pretty fucking amazing. He's ruined. You've done a good job at ruining some lives.
Yeah.
I think is the best way to put it.
But the crazy thing is, yeah, they're fucked up tattoos, but they're really dope. That's the crazy thing about it. You know, like you can't take that away from the man's work. You know, so
You can't.
we appreciate you.
You tell me to do a tattoo, even though it's a fucked up one. Alright, I'll do what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So briefly, got a little rundown on you, man. You told us you used to hoop back in the day. Where are you from, brother?
Yeah. I was born in Minnesota. I hooped out there, but then I went to high school in Long Beach at Wilson High School.
Okay.
Shout out Wilson.
Shout out Wilson. I got into a little bit of trouble and couldn't play, and then my senior year I actually took the bus and train 2.5 hours back and forth to play at a small high school in East LA called Apostolic Christian Academy.
Dope. So
yeah.
for the hoop game, just had to keep hooping. That's right.
Just
dog.
had to keep hooping.
My boy's pretty tall too.
Ball is life.
Ball is like actually.
I had a hoop dreams tattoo, dog.
Yeah, we all had
Oh.
hoop dreams.
There was a basketball on fire. I got it on the Queen Mary at the tattoo convention.
No way. That's fucking tight. Shout out Long Beach tattoo
A
convention.
lot of hoopers came out of Long Beach too.
Yeah, a lot of hoopers.
of-
Russell Westbrook, dog. Russell Westbrook himself straight out of Long Beach.
A lot of football players.
A lot of
too.
football
Shout
players.
out Polly.
Paulie.
Sean Jackson.
Factory.
Shout out to Sean Jackson.
Yeah.
Right?
He
Paulie's
hooped for a little bit
He
too.
did.
Yeah, he did hoop. I did see
He
that.
was a real athlete.
I heard he's still banging. Whoop.
He might be. He be with Nipsey.
Yeah, he be with Nipsey a lot. Real shit. So briefly, you guys, trade deadline is up. We're here to give you guys good news. The poster's still here.
It stays.
It stays. We kept all the young guys. There's nothing to worry about, you guys. We didn't give the house up. But now, just be aware, the only reason we wanted to pick up Anthony Davis so bad was simply because we have now given opportunity to other teams to pick up Anthony Davis. That means Boston. That means New York. I heard Milwaukee's in there too. So that's a little bit different. You know, we got to be careful with that. And that's the only problem, honestly, that I feel like with the trade deadline. I'm not sad about our acquisitions at all. I will say Zubac is a loss.
Rest in peace, her.
Zoe is very, very hurt.
You know, so long, Zubac. You know, I'm sorry. You know.
Damn, that's
That got dark.
I know. Come on, bro. His
You know,
career isn't over.
Hey, but he might do well with Doc Rivers though. You never know.
He
You
will.
never know.
Going Thugs and Harmony
Yeah.
Crossroads playing.
You know, but we gonna miss him over here. But you know, hey, we did pick up Reggie. What was his name?
Reggie Bullock out of
and
Pistons.
Mike. Yeah, and Mike Muscala.
Muscala.
We got some shooters now.
We got some
so
shooters.
Let's see what they can do. You know.
Exactly, man. Both of them. Reggie Bullock is actually 39% overall for his three-point career, overall for 5 seasons, which is a really good number. We don't often drop stats and statistics and percentages like that, but that's something to keep in mind, especially because on the Lakers roster, we don't really have anyone who's even over 35. So, and Mike Muscala as well. He didn't play too much on the Clippers. A lot of people say they didn't even see him on there. He was injured, but he established himself in the NBA at the Atlanta Hawks for 3 years there. He was number 41. Look him up on YouTube. Make sure you do your research. Mike Muscala is a hooper, you guys. We lost V. V. Mikhailuk is gone.
Mikhailuk is gone. Unfortunately, you know, the shooter. And he's gonna do good where he is now. You know, he's gonna get more opportunities, but we're gonna miss him. Michael Beasley's gone. I was kind of happy about that. You know,
Happy?
I was not disappointed. You know, don't get me wrong, he can ball, but it's just he came on too late when it was too late. It was,
I feel like Michael Beasley gets tested for every drug that he hasn't done.
Oh yeah. I feel like, and he's definitely paying off people because you know he's
bro, he's off his shit.
He's doing something.
I feel like he gets tested for weed. He's not even on weed. You feel like he gets tested for coke. He's not even on coke. He's like on acid, shrooms, and hell's bells. Dude, this show isn't for kids either.
No.
So feel free to
tell.
fucking cuss. There's pounds of weed everywhere and shit. But yeah, dude, Michael Beasley was a man. He didn't paint his nails once. That's kind of that's his thing.
You know, that was kind of weird to me. But like Dennis Rodman, you know, he was trying to pay homage to Dennis Rodman, I guess. But don't get me wrong, like I said, when he was in, he gave us the nitty gritty, the toughness.
He was dope.
Yeah, he's from the hood. I think you guys could have used that little edge.
That's the thing. Him and Rondo was dope. And Lance,
an enforcer.
Yeah,
Same
dude.
as hockey. You need somebody to kind of make sure nobody's fucking around with you.
That's the truth, man. And not only that, Michael Beasley was one of those that was checking. He was checking the other dudes, bro. He was kind of an example of what could happen in your career if you have too much fun. Sorry, my dog. Millions are millions, but I mean, I'm pretty sure Michael Beasley's been through some shit. Through some shit.
But hey, look, once a Laker, you're always gonna be a Laker.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
You know, we're gonna miss you, but ball out. You know.
I'll see you.
R.I.P. to him.
See you in
R.I.P. Man, I'm sorry. All right, I'm sorry.
I'll see you in like 3 or 4 years when you're out of the league and you ain't looking for a contract. You're always welcome to smoke up with the boys. Our person gold. You know what I'm saying?
I saw some photo of Delonte West with like a home improvement.
Yeah. Like the meme. It was like a little meme. Yeah.
Bro.
Oh, dude.
Delonte,
That's
dude.
just so cold.
Oh man.
So cold.
He already did look like a light-skinned gremlin.
Freckles and everything.
Delonte West was terrible. So, dog, how's it feel being on TV, bro? I'm sure that's pretty fucking gnarly.
It's pretty insane. The first couple times, like people saw me in the street and said something to me, I definitely like got a little shy and like, didn't quite know what to say, but like I'm all down for the photos and shit like that. I think it's super cool. It's still like new and it's still happening.
That's crazy, dude.
But it's been a blessing, dude.
That's a trip. That's a trip. So pretty much, what would you say? Well, because you're in there for 2 seasons already, right? 2 seasons? That's
Second
fucking
season
sick.
is
Second
20
season.
episodes coming out in like a month and a half.
Oh shit.
Double the episodes.
That's gonna be dope. So check my guy out, man. He's on the first season. What'd you say? What was the first tattoo that made you do it? Because you're on a couple episodes. What was the first one that you did? That you were like, 'cause I mean, I'm sure you've done some shitty drunk tattoos on your homies and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? But has this pushed that boundary?
I mean, the shop that I was working the shops that I had worked at on like Venice Beach and shit like that, there was plenty of crazy stories, don't get me wrong.
Oh, Venice is nuts. I'm out there right now. I'm bartend out there.
Oh, really?
It's fucking nuts.
Where?
It's nuts. The waterfront.
Oh,
Dude,
shit.
it just reopened. Everything's just revamped.
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts. That was like the German little pub house.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Danny's just reopened to something else new down there too.
yeah. I think that's Rose.
It's gonna change a lot too.
Dude, it's nuts.
But the first tattoo, the first design that I got, because they give us a bunch of designs at the beginning of the season to design, was just fucking mind blowing. I'm trying to think. I think the first one that I did on the actual show was, the first one I did, actually I think was like a really nice one. It was a proposal. So but they don't do that a whole lot on the show at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second one I did was eggplant going into this girl's mouth with teeth marks on it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So,
face?
Yeah.
so like a brace face, like a brace face, like when a brace face tries to suck your dick.
These girls were gnarly, and I guess they talked to every dude that they sleep with, like vice versa. And every dude had told her friend that she gets horrible head.
Oh no.
And then there's one that's like coming up next on here that said what ruin her porn career.
Mm-hmm.
I did I like it in the ... and just fucking block letters across this girl's whole lower back. Like black with like pink, two colors of pink faded out.
Oh my
Is this the friends?
God.
The friends giving these ideas? Or are you just
It's
coming up with
friends,
these?
family members, it's
okay.
you name it.
It's like a collaborative unit of different people. But it's crazy, dude. They literally put together a show of people fucking up other people's lives in like a gentle way because it's a good tattoo artist.
Well, I mean, it was created in the UK, so.
Oh, so that's where it derives from.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a little more
It makes
vicious.
sense.
That makes sense.
You know?
There we go again, taking ideas. Fucking shit.
That's all we do.
It's all
That's all we do at TV.
God damn.
Tied on everything. You know, why not?
Yeah.
I found out The Office came from fucking UK too. I got
Office?
fucking bummed out. I was like, I thought we did something right for ourselves for once.
Dude, you should Google the amount of shows that it came. It'll ruin.
It's
Like 30% of your favorite shows are.
we're not creative at all.
No. We just recycle everything and
It's
regurgitate
fucking
it.
nuts. So what would you say probably is out of those? That sounds a pretty fucked up one. What's the longest tattoo you've done? What's the biggest piece? Casper came on and said he did about 36 hours, I believe, on the back piece.
Total? Yeah. I've put in about like 30 to 40.
On one piece of, or like a back or
Yeah, but I'm super slow, dude.
Yeah. It's alright.
I'm
It's
Take
super
your time, though.
slow. So that was for a
It's alright.
sleeve. But like, yeah, that was like probably 4 or 5 at least full day sessions on it, you know? I put some time into it. I've got a couple of back pieces that I've got in progress
dope.
right now. Starting some new sleeves. So yeah, I'm really
dope.
diving into the larger.
What would you say? Because we personally think your work's very detailed. Casperio's is very fucking demonic and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of
Black
black and white.
Dude,
his is just
fucking
like
skulls and
his
shit.
black ink is like you fall into it, like Alice in Wonderland type of shit. Like his shit, I fuck with it. Yours is a little bit more detailed where it comes to like the edges and like the borders. It's a little bit more intricate, you know. So I can see why you say you take a little bit longer time in your tattoos. What would you say is probably the tattoo you've had the most connection with, where you were doing it, you're like, dude, I've been thinking about doing this piece of work for years, and it wasn't even necessarily, it was someone telling you, like, hey, dude, I want you to do this on me, and it's something you already had your sight on doing one day.
The guy that I'm partnered up with on the CBD thing
Mm-hmm.
lets me do whatever I want on him, and has since he hit me up on Instagram. I did a guest spot in Boston.
Okay.
And he was running a company back in the day back there, and we linked up, and I did this demonic, I found a picture of a homeless dude, and I made him into like a demonic preacher.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool.
And then the second time around, I did like this face of a man, and it's just got like nature around it and planets, and like I'm really into surrealism and stuff like that. I'm super inspired by everybody at Raven and the Wolves, dude.
Yeah,
everybody. My homie just started working there, and he's just slaying it too. Joey,
okay.
killing it.
Those are the boys. Shout out to Alan, Sergio, Carlos. Those are my boys over there. Casper, obviously, as well. Yuichi Tanaka, shout out in Mexico. He was initially at Timeline Gallery. That's when I met all the boys.
Yoichi and I worked together at Oceanfront back in the day.
Oh, in Venice?
Yep.
He told me about those days. Lilith was a party animal, bro. He's a little firecracker. He's about this tall.
Yeah.
So briefly, we're gonna get back into basketball. The boys are still in town. You seen that Lonzo Instagram post?
With the
we ain't going nowhere because we bad boys.
You seen the Incredible ones?
Boy, huh?
The Incredible ones?
No.
It's like the Incredible meme where they like got Lonzo on the head of like the child or something. Or he's like the dad or something like shit. He's got the jersey on him and shit. He's looking at the screen and shit.
Yeah, they say, man.
Everybody was
So
surprised about
we're
it.
not going to talk about the first game. Unfortunately, it was a loss. We've had really good vibes this whole entire time. Appreciate
Yeah.
Thanks to this guy. But at one point, about a couple of days ago, the Lakers lost by 42 points, which was the worst loss in LeBron's career.
The worst.
And that was trade deadline day. That was probably some of the saddest shit I've seen in my life. LeBron sat three seats away from the team
He did that tonight
bro,
too.
He did it tonight
It
too.
was
You're
tonight.
lying.
I swear to you, he
Swear.
did it tonight. He did it tonight. And it's, at first, when we first saw it, I thought it was like lots of Photoshop.
Yeah.
And I seen it tonight. I'm like,
What
the fuck?
the
He's sitting so
fuck?
far apart from everybody, you know. But he was still out there high fiving and kicking it with the teammates, with timeouts and
He's
shit.
a weirdo. I'm telling you. I
I don't know.
said this shit before, bro. He has his mood swings like on the court, bro. It's like on the court, bro. Come on, like I don't know if you noticed, but at the beginning of the game, there was a couple moments. Well, not the Indiana game, obviously. We're not gonna talk about that game. We're talking about the Boston game. I'm done with the Indiana game. That was just a bad day, bad moment in time. I'll never want to see that shit again. It was terrible. So we're gonna talk about the Boston game because we put it down on Boston, and he's a fucking Boston fan, and he watched Rajon Rondo drop a game winner. You know what I'm saying? In the number 9 jersey,
With his son there.
with probably the most notorious rivalry in the game of sports. The Lakers and the Celtics. Rajon Rondo splashed it, dog. Kevin Garnett was wearing, pregame, he was wearing a Rondo jersey.
He was.
That shit was tight.
Garnett's my favorite player of all time.
Oh, really?
Garnett.
Dude, I actually read a book on Kevin Garnett.
Yeah.
He, so a little fact about him, he wore wristband, like rubber bands on both of his wrists for majority of his career. For every missed shot that he took, depending on what hand it was, because he was double-handed, he would just pull snap it on himself. Like he would do it. Like, I was like, what? That's insane. It's crazy.
Self-discipline, man.
Self-discipline, dude. Self-discipline. But yeah, that was a hell of a game, man. Kyle Cleveland went for 25 points that game, and he put down some clutch-ass 3-pointers. And not only that, he had great defense, dude. Great defense. He went 5 for 8 from the 3-point line. You kidding me? That's wet.
He took a big three. We were talking about it, this whole season, like, take more 3-pointers, and he went 5 for 8. And he had a big one to tie the game up. Big one to tie the game up in the fourth quarter. And then, of course, that big shot by Rondo. Man, how did that feel? Did you see that?
You picked the wrong fucking day. Coming this motherfucking pot.
That was crazy.
The weather really turned around today. It was real nice, huh?
For Southern California, it stopped raining for it's been a couple hours. All right,
It started raining again tonight.
well, so you're a Rondo fan, right?
Oh yeah.
So let's talk about his stat line.
Yeah. I'll give it up to Rondo all day.
He killed it. 35 minutes, 17 points, 7 rebounds, 10 assists, 7 for 11. And I don't know if you guys remember, but one of Rondo's biggest flaws back in the day was that he could not shoot the fucking 3-pointer. 3 for 4
He really
tonight.
couldn't shoot at all. That was the problem.
He couldn't shoot at all.
He couldn't shoot from the elbow. He couldn't shoot from
couldn't shoot at
anywhere.
all.
Teams started leaving him open at one
I remember that.
Yeah,
They didn't
I
give
do.
a fuck.
He's
I
worked
do.
on it.
Yeah.
He's worked on it.
Definitely
bro.
worked on
He's
it.
developed, man. He's a G, man. He's been fucking killing it.
His head is, in my personal opinion, I wish he could find a way to get a grip on his head, because if he got the mental state right,
Yeah,
he'd be
dude.
consistent.
I think he's a little bit more now. I've been seeing a lot more of him, I feel like, as a person on the Lakers. Like, kind of like realizing more, because I've never seen him coach a team the way he did. Like, when he was injured, he dressed in a suit and walked around with a clipboard. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, like, this is different. Like, not,
It was still work,
It was still
like,
work,
It wasn't
you
like
know?
he's like, oh fuck, I'm injured. Now he was out there with teaching them young. That's why I'm glad they didn't trade him.
Yeah.
I was hearing jokes, from Jalen Rose talking about you getting phone calls for Rajon Rondo, hang up the phone. I'm like, I put some respect on that guy's name.
Hell yeah, you're
he's an
tripping.
NBA champion.
He's always had haters, though, his whole career.
He talks a lot of shit. But so does Chris Paul.
Yeah, but he's got
But
rings
he's
too.
feisty, man.
Chris
He's a
Paul
winner.
don't have any rings, does
There
he?
you go. Chris Paul don't have no rings.
Exactly. But that's
been
what I'm
there.
saying. That's why you gotta put respect on Rajon Rondo. Fuck Chris Paul. I'll fucking
And how, fuck. Rajon was in what, his third year when they won? Not even?
Yeah, he was on like his third year, second year, I think. Third or second year when they
And
won
he was
that.
a huge.
He killed it, bro.
He killed it.
It's crazy.
He
They
was
called
the
that.
general
They called that the big three. That didn't make any sense to me. It was 4. It was 4, bro.
I mean, and the bench was hot. Big
yeah,
baby,
dude,
like,
big baby.
We had bench players. The whole team had charisma. The whole team.
That was a
had,
good
like,
team that year, man.
Yeah, man. That was
nice.
nice. James Posey.
It was the first
James
time that
Posey.
I liked the Celtics in a long time, because like I hated Antoine Walker. It was so hard being a fucking.
So you hated Antoine Walker?
I really did.
Man, you know, they had a good team though. Him and
But they were paying him so much money, bro. They were paying him. He was getting paid so much. That's why everyone else on the team, like, kind of looked like they were stunning, but they were underpaid. Yeah. Like, it was crazy. That whole Antoine Walker thing.
They wasted a lot of money on him when they could have built an actual team. They still never would have won, but they could have made a bigger splash than they did. You know, it took him a long time for Pierce to get the players that he did to get there, you know.
Paul Pierce is nice. Straight out of Inglewood.
Oh, yeah. And then you have fucking, you know, Baby Jesus, fucking Ray Allen.
Ray Allen. Yeah, man. That was
one of the greatest shooters, man.
One good shooter of all time. Yeah, Shuttlesworth. Yeah, man, he killed it. And then another person who came back with the fucking slouchy, like we were talking about his weird ass sitting on the opposite side of the bench. We lost that Pacers game and we shouldn't have lost it, you know? So he needs to kind of like stop this shit because, not to be a dick, you guys, I'm a believer, you know? But I'm also a realist. If we lose these little simple games, we're not gonna make the playoffs.
No.
Dallas just picked up Kristaps Porzingis. You tell me they're not gonna make the playoffs, you're tripping.
But he's out for the season.
No, he's back.
No way.
Porzingis is back, bro.
He plays.
He's back. No, he's literally. I think he's like, he's been practicing full practice and everything. He's back, bro.
I think everybody tends to forget like the years when LeBron was like almost there but not making it, and the fits that he used to throw, you're gonna see him again. Like,
yeah,
that didn't go anywhere. You know, he's a great player, but like,
he likes to win.
Temperamental.
Yeah, he likes to win. Yeah, he likes to win. That's something about him. Like he can be a little bit biased, you know. But when it comes to the losing,
kind of you can't sit with us that time.
Yeah, exactly. Which is exactly what happened. But I couldn't put it any other way. You couldn't put it any other way. It's literally what happened.
The game against Boston, he led him. You know, he did lead him, and he led with a triple double too. You know, we definitely can't take that away from him. But you know, at the end of the day, you know, it just didn't make sense why he was on the end of the bench. Like, I'm not fucking with y'all. You know, like. But when Rondo hit the game winner, he out there jumping for joy and stuff. You know. And
on a scale like 1 to 10, where would you guys put the chemistry of the team at?
Right now,
it's like a 4.
4 out of a 10. I think
your guys' record
it's terrible. It's terrible.
You can tell. It showed the first look when basically they offered the whole team, and then no one wanted to take them. They got looked at like, okay, you know, this is their first time. They're young. You know, they don't know how to take it. They're emotional. The game against the Pacers was terrible. Just because it showed. You know, it showed like, okay. On the court, it showed that I'm not fucking with you. I'm really not fucking with you.
Yeah. Hold it by the stem.
What's up with like every game being at 130 these days though?
Huh? Oh, they can hold it by the stem.
There's like no defense anymore?
There you go.
They have given up 130 points the last 2 games. We're almost over 120.
Yep. There you go.
That time.
I don't think I hated it enough.
I mean, just the NBA. You know, as a whole, you know what I mean? Like, their games are just so high scoring now.
It's no defense. It's no defense.
Yeah.
It's 3-pointers. You know, like we said, the game is changing. Even centers is taking 3-pointers. Joel Embiid is shooting 3-pointers. You know, this is what the NBA has came to. You know.
Could you imagine if like there was a Charles Barkley?
Man, John Williamson. John Williamson, that kid at Duke University. He's gonna be the truth, dude. He's gonna be the future.
The same thing that we were saying, how a big center would shake that up. If they get a hefty brawler back into the NBA again too, somebody that can just hold his own as a piece, that'll change the game up. That'd be interesting.
Probably go with somebody from the foreign. Or it could be Zion.
It could be Zion, man. He's something else.
RJ Barrett. You know.
KG's out there working with a lot of players too.
He is, dude. He's really out there. He's really been coaching guys up. I like what he's doing.
He's fucking with Giannis a lot.
Yeah, man.
Giannis developed like crazy.
Giannis is something else, bro. He's the future. He's definitely the future. Get ready for the All-Star game as well, you guys. There's gonna be an All-Star break. Get ready for the All-Star break. We got some really cool shit coming for y'all. We smoking, motherfuckers.
Can I tell you guys one of my all-time dreams?
What's up?
And one of the reasons why I did this MTV show is to play in the NBA All-Star Celebrity Game.
Yeah.
I want to be the first tattooer to do it, dog. And there's one tattooer that could beat me to it.
Who?
Steve Weeby. He's a tattooer.
Oh yeah, he tattoos
just had his
Brandon
own-
Jennings. He tattoos Stanley Johnson.
Had his
I know
own
exactly.
Jordan shoe
His
coming
own
up.
Jordan shoe made. Yeah, Steve
Thank
Weeby.
you.
He's something else. Shout out to Steve Weeby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit you up, my boy. I know you
He's
smoke.
dope.
Yeah, Steve Weeby something else. Have you seen his J's? So?
Yeah.
They're nice, bro.
Dude, I want in.
That'd be pretty cool. Want something crazy? That we plan with our celebrity game.
That's right.
We plan with our celebrity game with the tattoo artists, the hip hop artists, pro skaters. Yeah, dude. We're gonna wait for the off season to have all this ready for you guys. You guys still keep the content up. You know what I'm saying? But you guys saw what happened, man. Travis Ross came through, smoked it down with their boys, talked some basketball. You know what I'm saying? The boys are still here.
That's right.
Don't worry. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what can happen. LeBron James needs to step his game up and stop being a bitch because we don't got too many games to lose. Yeah, I called you a bitch if you ever watched this show. It's because you act like one. Just right now, though. So you're just kind of emotional right now. You need to chill out. You know you're working with 21-year-olds. What the fuck? So, Travis Ross came through. I'm Big Al.
I'm Zoe.
It's Purps and Gold, y'all.